Music is more than a hobby for me. I've invested a lot of time into it. I feel like I live and breathe jazz music. My name is Loreto Pelayo. I am 22 years old. I go to St. Joseph Parish. If you really knew me, I don't really see myself as a very complex person. I think that I'm a rather simple person. But for some reason, whenever I talk about things, it tends to go pretty complicated pretty fast. Grew up in Belize City. I went to St. Joseph Primary School, which is a Catholic school. Interestingly, I was not confirmed at the time because I had missed Mass too much. But for some reason, over a period of years that I remember throughout high school, I kept thinking about it. I'm not confirmed, I'm not confirmed, I'm not confirmed. And I went to St. John's College, a Jesuit institution, and then SJC, JC, Jesuit again, and finally UB. But along the way, I became very interested in politics. This was around the time of the 2016 election. And that really pushed me into the realm of a lot of issues, such as about abortion, economics, foreign relations. And at the center of all of this, I came to find over a period of years, is morality. And so taking this political route, politics is downstream of culture. Culture is what the society worships. Ultimately, everything political is theological, so I would eventually find myself back to the one true church, the Catholic faith. And looking back in retrospect, all of these things perfectly lined up so that I returned to the church, and not just in a complacent way, but in a way that I can appreciate the truth and fullness of the church because of seeing the lack of it in my life. Before I fully accepted Christ into my life, I would say that there was a void that was in me. I wanted someone else to fill the void in me that only God could fill. I was actively seeking love from other people, expecting that if they just did it right, that would be enough. I had made this person in my life fill the role that God should have filled. I wasn't seeing it as God first, but I was seeing that this person was the highest person to me, and therefore I should have done everything for this person, and that by doing this for this person, I would receive it back, and that I would be happy, that I would be satisfied, that everything would be good as long as this person did things right. But upon leaving that relationship, almost immediately I felt God fill the void that was there before. And this is one of the deepest spiritual experiences that I have had. I knew for sure that God was then speaking to me and calling me and saying that He is what I was seeking all along. Well, after that encounter, I had been looking into the Catholic faith for a good while, maybe about a couple months to a year before that happened. But I wasn't going to church, I wasn't going to Mass. And interestingly, I told myself, I will go to Mass this Easter and I will start going every Sunday. And I told my mom that I was going to go to church. And she looked at me like, church? You go to church? What type of joke this? So you don't hold in all. It was very hard for me to say that I was going to church because me? Go to church? Why? Like out of nowhere? You? And I told her, no, I'm serious. I'm going to church tomorrow. So I just wanted you to know that. And took her a while, but I guess she finally realized that I wasn't joking. Later that night, again, this is what I think really solidified me that I was on the right path as well. One of my old high school teachers, Mr. Kemp, he hadn't spoken to him in a very long time, I believe. But I got this message, "Hey Loreto, you can say no if you want, but can I ask you something?" I said, "What is it? Do you want to play at St. Joseph Church tomorrow for Mass?" And I was like, wow, I was going to Mass anyways. And he messages me asking, I'm a musician, so I guess he saw my stories on Facebook. On the same day, at the same parish, but I had not been to St. Joseph Church since I was in primary school. And so it's really interesting how things just came full circle back again, and eventually I started to play at St. Joseph Church, the organ and sometimes guitar for Mass weekly on Saturdays and Sundays. I have two favorite scriptures. One is, I would say it's kind of funny, and the other speaks more personally. Both are from the book of Sirach, the wisdom of Ben Sirach. The first one, to the whoremongers, all bread is sweet and they will never grow weary. And it's funny because it's true. To the fornicators, they will never grow weary. I only say it because it shows how the Bible speaks truth and how human nature has been like this from before Christ, beyond 2,000 years. People like to say, oh, the Bible, it's outdated, we need to change it. Oh, the Bible is outdated. So all of a sudden, human nature has changed. We're at year zero, sure. And the other, also from Sirach, and this, I love it so much because of, I guess, my political leanings and other things. It's fight to the death for truth, and the Lord God will fight for you. I think it's a journey, and while I don't know exactly, or if there is one specific thing that I am supposed to do, I feel like all of these talents God will use for me to bring people closer to Him. Like, I've had ideas about putting together a jazz album of hymns that would take these traditional Catholic hymns and put it in a more interesting and more musical way. I would say probably my love for politics and, I guess, apologetics. I met Tessa and eventually I came here at Guadalupe Media. I would say that this puts me on that direction to find whatever my purpose is. And so I hope that he can use my skills and my assets to further his ministry.